Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Star Zone. Today we will discuss again on trigonometry, topic also same, measurement of trigonometrical angles. And in my last video already I have discussed about the three systems and positive angles and negative angles. And out of these three systems only circular system not completed. Today I will discuss about the circular system, and a radian is a constant angle that I will prove, and I will show how a radian is a constant angle, how it's coming, that also I will prove in this video, and few sums also will be done for you all. Okay, now let's start our session. See the topic everyone. Okay, let's start our next session. Class 11, our next session. This is of circular system. We are in the chapter measurement of trigonometrical angles. This is circular system. Okay, now already I have explained the previous video that sexagesimal and centesimal system. Now this is circular system. Now what is circular system? A unit for the measurement of angles is considered as radian. What did I say? A unit for the measurement of angles is considered as radian in circular system. So in circular system, measurement of angle, that unit is defined as radian. This, only this much. The angle subtended at its center by an arc of the circle whose length is equal to the radius of the circle is called r radian. Repeating, the angle subtended at its center by an arc of the circle whose length is equal to the radius of the circle is called r radian. Say, here is a circle with a radius OA. Let the radius be r and center is at B. Okay, and here angle is formed. That means this angle, let this be theta. Angle AOB, this is formed. Okay, now what is the arc here? This arc AB is an arc. According to the radian definition, the angle subtended at its center by an arc of the circle whose length is equal to the radius of the circle is called a radian. That means when the radius of the circle is r, arc of the angle is also r. So angle AOB will be 1 radian. Okay, a radian is a constant angle. This we have to prove. A radian is a constant angle. This we have to prove. Angles at the center of a circle are proportional to the lengths of r. That means angles at the center of a circle are proportional to the lengths of arcs. Why is it proportional? Because when angle increases, arcs also increases. When angle decreases, arcs also less value. That means if r here arc is more, angle is more. Arc is less, angle is less. That is why these two are length of the arc and the angle subtended at the center of the circle. These two are proportional to each other. Okay, so here angle AOB, that means this part, when the angle subtended by the arc, that is angle AOB by the arc AB. Angle subtended, angle AOB by the arc AOB. So when this angle, now when this O, now B at this point, when B will come here, then B will come here, then B will come here. So these all points are there. Again B will coincide at the point A. Then total 360 degree will be covered. When 360 degree will be covered, then circumference of the circle, that is also will be covered. So angle AOB by arc AAB, we can write 4 right angles. 4 right angles means 4 into 90 degree, the full 360 degree. So we can write, instead of angle AOB, we can write the full angle, full part of the circle, that is 4 right, a 360 degree whole angle, full angle by the circumference. When 360 degree will be covered, then circumference also will be covered. So instead of arc, that time arc will be circumference. So a circumference, 4 right angles by circumference. So what is angle AOB? Angle AOB value already we know, that is 1 radian. So 1 radian by the length of the arc. Arc means AB. So AB is equals to R, which is equal to 4 right angles by circumference of the circle, we know that is 2 pi r. So 4 right angles by 2 pi r. These 2 will be cancelled. So what we will get? 2 right angles by pi r will be cancelled. So 2 by pi right angle. So 1 radian equals to 2 by pi right angles. Okay, so this is the constant because pi is constant. We know the pi value is constant, that is 3.14. So this is constant, so 1 radian is always constant. This is now proved. Now 1 radian is equal to 2 by pi right angle. 1 radian is equal to 2 by pi right angle. Already this is proved. So 2 by pi into right angle is 90 degree. So 180 by pi. So can we write now 180 degree is equal to pi radian? This we know very well. 180 degree is equal to pi radian. In class 10 we used to do this only. This value, most of the sums we have used this type of value. 180 degree is equal to pi radian. Now what are the relations? What is the relation of 3 systems? Now we have to know the relation of 3 systems. 3 systems means first one is sexagesimal, next is centesimal, and the third one is circular system. Now 90 degree is equal to 1 right angle, 180 degree equals to 2 right angle. So 100 G means the grade, 100 grade equals to 1 right angle. So 200 grade will be 2 right angles is multiplied by 2. Again pi radian equals to 2 right angle. So all these are 2 right angles. 180 degree 2 right angle, 200 G 2 right angle, pi radian 2 right angle. So instead of this, can we write now 180 degree is equal to 200 G is equal to pi radian. This is the one relation. Now let D degree G to the power, that means G grade, R radian, D degree. These are the angle measures of different systems for one angle. These are the angle measure for one angle in different systems. Okay, now 90 degree equals to 1 right angle. So 1 degree equals to 1 by 90 right angle. So D degree will be D by 90 right angle. Similarly, 1 G equals to 1 by 100 because we know 100 G equals to 1 right angle. So 1 G will be 1 by 100 right angle. So G capital G grade, that will be G by 100 right angle. 1 radian equals to 2 by pi right angles. From here we know 1 radian equals to 2 by pi right angles. That R radian will be 2R by pi right angles. 2R by pi right angles. Okay. So D by 90, just write this. D by 90 is equal to D by 90 is equal to G by 100. Make it G by 100. Is equal to 2R by pi. Okay, since it is 2 here, just multiplied here. So it will be 2 into 90, that is 180. So D by 180, G by 200, R by pi. This is the relation between 3 systems. These are the relation between 3 systems. Okay. Now we'll start the exercise. Exercise 1. Express the following angles. Okay, before starting the exercise, let me say something about the textbook. Normally we in West Bengal board we use this textbook as S.N. De, Shorendranath De. You can buy this book from the market, easily available this, and now you will get PDF for all the chapters, but still you need the book because all sums is not possible for us to do here. So you must try to do all the sums on your own, but still few different types of sums we will do here. Now exercise 1. S.N. De, S.N. De, from this book. Okay, you can buy this from the market. Now this is 2 marks questions. This chapter exercise 1 only recapitulation part from class 10. So all sums no need to do, and the last type sum, that is APGP related few sums are there. Since APGP we have not done right now, so we will not do right now that part. When you will learn the chapter, then we will do that. Before that, only the 2 marks questions, and 2 marks questions only do right now. Now exercise 1 2 marks question, sum number 1. Express the following angles in terms of a right angle. That means 60 degree we have to express in terms of 90 degree. 60 degree we have to express in terms of 90 degree. How? Because 90 degree is equals to 1 right angle, that we know. Okay. Therefore, 1 degree will be 1 by 90 right angle. Therefore, 60 degree will be 60 by 90 right angle. Okay, 0 0 cancel, 3 2s are, 3 3s are, so it's coming 2 by 3 right angle. That is your answer. Very simple. Okay, and part 1 this. Part 2, what is the question? 2 pi by 3 radian. 2 pi by 3 radian. We know pi radian is equal to 2 right angles. Okay, therefore 1 radian is 2 by pi radian right angles. Then 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 radian will be 2 by pi into 2 pi by 3 right angle. So what we will do? Pi pi cancel, 2 2s are 4, 4 by 3 right angle. That is the answer. Okay. Next, coming with the next sums in the next video.